What's the goddamn button? What's the goddamn button?
Three things that will improve Kountry Wayne skits, and three things that's causing the viewers to get tired of the product itself. I've been watching Kountry Wayne for a few years now, and the one thing that made people fall in love with that platform was the comedy aspect. Now, he's expressed that they don't have writers, right? They do these things off the fly, and that's admirable. If you can freestyle these and keep track of them, that's fire. I'm not mad at it at all. But the one thing the people love is the comedy aspect. So we're going to address that part first. You know why people enjoy the comedy aspect of Kountry Wayne? One of the main reasons is because we go through shit. We stressed. Life is wearing us down. This is one of those 3 to 4 to 5 minute segments throughout our day that distract us from all the other stuff that we dealing with. So when you give us a collaboration with Desi Banks, or you doing drip, and I know you ain't doing it no more for certain reasons, but when you have these different characters that know how to play off each other's strengths and weaknesses, and you make it relatable to the viewers, and they get a chance to kind of just forget about all their burdens and all of that, people want more of it. We want to continue to see it. And here's the problem. You strayed from it drastically. You mix it in there every so often, but you've taken more of a serious turn, which is cool, and we're going to address that in a second. But one of the problems is you're pouring more serious events into your uploads, which is fine, but your consumers majority based off of the humor. People want to laugh. We want to smile. How many of you want to have a long day at work or be stressed the fuck out at home, then turn on some shit that triggers everything else that you already had going on? You're not, it's like it's only going to amplify it.
Seen your text about the new computer you wanted, and I'ma give it to you.
Yes.
Under one condition.
No, what is that?
You better let me feel them body parts. If you want that new PC, I give it to you no charge. But you gotta do something for me. Gotta do something for me.
I think that right there is a huge reason why the numbers are declining. You still got people tuning in because I think a lot of them are just diehards like me. Once you committed to something for so long, it's hard to kind of walk away from it. You want to see the progression. You want to see it go further, but it's like, damn, my nigga, you
make me happy.
You changing it into one life to live. So you got to get back to the comedy part, like more of it. You can mix it in. You can have the serious shit, but come on, man, we need the funny back. We need the funny back. Number 2, and this is the one that I wanted to address again because I spoke on this before, and people said, "Well, so if it don't apply, let it fly." This is for the ones that's in the comment section saying the same thing I'm saying. You have no imagination. Your writing, while it's freestyle, it's all over the place. It's scattered. You have no structure. Like me personally, I talk about whatever, so I don't care about the niche shit. You have 3, 4 things that you cover often: marriage, infidelity, gold digging, and businesses. Those are 4 that I've noticed. You sprinkle church in there every so often. You don't ever really talk God whatsoever in these videos. And we're going to get to that one too. But if you got a D from the West Side storyline and you get rid of Trini, who said she lost the child, and then she disappears, she's gone. Then you try to sneak her back in there somewhere, and out of the blue, oh, she actually had the kid. But then you have a storyline where Dee's father gets locked up again, then his mom ends up homeless to put money in her pocket so that she could find somewhere to live at. But then you don't even bring her back at all. No type of son mother relationship there. Then you have Zeus that you snuck back in here, but we haven't seen him since. And then the whole situation with Diablo, you had 5 or 6 different things going on that you never even capitalized off of. And I don't even look at my analytics. I look at the numbers. I can tell what people are watching compared to what they're not watching. And you get people watching the Dalen skits and all that shit, but folks really be tuned into the D skits. They used to be. But you never finish any of them. You need a committed staff. You need folks that can actually lock in so that we can see some of these through. Because I don't know about anybody else. I can't stand when you start a story, it gets good, and then you throw 5, 6 new faces in. I don't know who the hell he is. How am I supposed to get invested in this shit? I'm still waiting on the conclusions for the other 6 or 7. You need a team. You have people who are specifically operating or managing different skits, but they don't have no real direction of where they're trying to go with some of this. Like you'll have a lineup that look promising, and then it fall flat. You made niggas wait for the Anthony and Amber shit for a year and plus, and then the shit fell flat. Nobody really care. Nobody really checking for them no more. Yeah, they still watch, but where's the hype at? All they do is argue, and you making him look like a fucking idiot every fucking time. You put him in a 15 fucking minute skit. You didn't split him up. Gave him a 15-minute skit, and it was beautiful. Brought her father and all these people back, had the whole setup. The shit was a movie. All for what? They still going back and forth over the same shit. This dumbass looks like the fucking most evilest man in the world, the dumbest dude in the world. It don't even like the shit ain't logical at all to have such a beautiful ceremony only for him to still look like who he is. What happened to the dude with the suit and the tie? He was always on his shit. What happened to the Anthony Dawson that was fucking with Rolanda? The one that wasn't sweating Wayne. When Anthony got on that show, he wasn't chasing after Wayne. He wasn't relying on Wayne for everything. He was moving. He was making his own shit happen. Now everybody is relying on Wayne. Everybody was, look, love you, bro. This ain't hate. This is just me giving constructive criticism because this shit is it has to stop, bro. You can give other people to shine and they can have power too. You don't have to be the only one coming to the rescue or the only one that has common sense to know when a fucking female is lying to them or like, come on, man. Now say all this and I'm gonna wrap it up for that and then I'm gonna move on to the next part that's gonna help. You need to get more creative with your conclusions. When you are trying to wrap up stories, don't speed through them. The ones you speed through, we don't really care about. Or we appreciate that you gave them a timely fashion. But it's like I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, well, if you can complete this one in 2-3 weeks, a month or so, then you can do the same thing with a few other ones. I'm not saying all of them have to be that way, but come on, man, a whole year, and then it don't even equal up to the build up. You need writers, and you need to finish stories so that they can correlate with the other stories that's going to follow up. Realistically, what are you doing? Did you have an idea of what was going to happen with Amber and Anthony after he got caught with Shayla? Or did you just make up shit? You need to have a storyline and a time frame for each one so that they can all blend together and make sense. This one is another one that you need to address as well. Why are you playing so much with God in your skits? You say Jesus is popping, don't you? But all I see is one happy marriage. And even with that one, you're tweaking it. One happy marriage, and you are the only one that can go around and flirt with other females while you got a woman at home. Everybody else is backstabbing each other, sleeping with each other's partners, as if to say the only faithful people in these skits are the ones that are behind the camera chasing Candace. Nobody else. So everybody just backstabbing each other is what you're telling me. And then you put church in there for 5 skits or so, and then there's no more church. There's no more word. Hell, matter of fact, you barely even speak or preach the word in these skits, which leads me to believe that you care more about how the audience is going to react to the word than they're going to react to the drama and the cheating and the sneakiness and the racist propagation that you're putting in your content. You know what I'm talking about. Bethany, Libby. You know exactly what I'm referring to. You it's like you're trying to play with a person's emotions or something. Like God can be something or a subject that resonates with a community that needs him. All we look forward to is who's sleeping with who and who's doing this to who, and nobody gets their karma. You make all the men look dumb, but you. And it's like, all right, there's a thin line between reality and, oh, this is just fucking ridiculous. And these skits are ridiculous, my nigga. You take good characters and you destroy them. That's the last one that I want to bring up. I said 3, but this is 4. You destroy good characters. They'll be wise. They'll be the sane one, have the most common sense. And then as soon as the people like them, you destroy them. But what's up with that? That's not real life. That's not reality. And I know these are skits, but you do a lot of it based on the truth. Well, here's some truth. Why ain't any of you going to the clinic? Why aren't any of you wearing protection? Why don't you talk about safe sex? Why do you have all these skits about selling drugs and this, that, and the third, but you barely talk about God in any of these skits? And why are the men so remedial and weak? Come on, man. You need to revamp immediately. People are going to still watch, but it's getting to the point where folks are checking out. You can't be that cheap that you can't pay writers. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Y'all tell me, like, if I'm tripping or not.
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot Kushite talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn you ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This is brand new plane. If you get it messy,